Muzaffar Ali Sahib, Nandita ji, Aruna ji, Bhaichand ji, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. As you can see from this big backdrop, we are here to celebrate 100 years of Indian cinema. Since 1913, when Dada Saheb Phalke made Raja Harishchandra, in 1931, when Alam Ara was the first movie, till the dumb and deaf Barfi, Indian film industry has covered a long distance. As you all may be knowing, the largest industry in the world in terms of number of films, around 800 to 900 films are made in more than 10 languages. Contrary to the perception, more films are made outside Bollywood. I think films made in Chennai and Hyderabad outnumber the films produced in Mumbai. India produces films in different languages. On average, 43 to 45 million people go to cinema hall every day. 5 years back, it was estimated 1.3 billion people bought tickets in one single year, which is larger than the number of tickets bought by the Hollywood supporters. This industry employs directly and indirectly roughly 6 to 7 million people. Its annual turnover is estimated to be $3 to $5 billion, depending on what segment to include in this. Since early 1940s or 50s, films in the beginning had a great deal of social content, social masses. It was influenced by the new release cinema of Italy, idealism of Jawaharlal Nehru. I don't know how many of you know that as early as 1946, Chetan Anand's film Neecha Nagar bought the first Grand Prix for India in Cannes Festival, where a lot of people are going nowadays and where Ashwarya has been going for so many years. In 1953, Bimal Rai's film Do Bigha Zameen again got an award there and also got Kalavi. The trilogy of Satyajit Ray and trilogy of Raj Kapoor, Jagte Raho, Awara and Sicha Savis, and Gurdat's films, Pyasa Kagaz Ke Phool, Sahib Bibi Ghulam, and many films made in that period had a great deal of social content and social message. Who can forget the songs used by Gurdat, the famous lines of Jine Naaj hai Hind par wo kahan hai, Utha lo phook dalo ye duniya. There was a film called Sadhana about prostitution. औरत को जन्म दिया मर्दों को जन्म दिया औरत ने औरत को बदनाम किया जब चाहा चूमा चाटा जब कहा ठुकरा दिया. These kind of messages which you have there. Then we have very famous Mother India, first film to be nominated for Oscar award. Then we had Lagan after so many years. This film has been repackaged so many times, whether it's Diwar or whether Ganga Jamuna or Shakti, the tussle of values is same. But nothing is so nationally influencing as films in India. You look around, you just switch on the television. Every program, 85% content apart from the news channels is based on films directly and indirectly. All the competitions, all your Indian Idol or whether Saregama, whatever you call it. And then, if you look, India Inca laps at the film stars for promoting the products. Amitabh Bachchan has been promoting almost everything for so many years, from Chyawanprash to Cool Navratan Tel to Ambuja Cement to Reed and Taylor to, I just recently saw a new title is promoting some toilet cleaner. Now we have people who have been promoting products, there's nothing wrong with that, whether all the three Khans or Hrithik Roshan or you have people Ranbir Kapoor or Kareena Kapoor or Sonachi or whatever. They're all promoting from cars to laptop to mobile phones because the producer manufacturers think that sales can go up if they get endorsement by these people. Look at the political parties. All of them want to have some little pie from the film world. Retired, tired, semi-retired, you have actors, actresses, you see in parliament how many of them are there. But they have huge popularity. You can't forget Amitabh Bachchan defeated Hembati Nandan Bahuguna, a known great politician of UP. And even Govinda defeated the former oil minister Naik in Mumbai. They have huge following. Nobody can deny they have huge following. Now, this huge following also brings a great deal of responsibility on their shoulders. We have films, you see, Sam Benegal's, all the films have messages. They have questions raised about society. You have always, whether it's Manthan, Ankur, or whatever, you have films later on made by others. Prakash Jha's all films, Damul to Mrityudand to Ganga Jal to Rajniti to Arachana now is going to be Chakravyuh. They all have very strong messages. Even films like Ardhasatya or Chakra, Akrosh or Power, they all had a lot of commentary on what is going in society. Middle of path film, your Hrishikesh Mukherjee film, whether it's Anand or Babarchi or Chupke Chupke, or you have films like Golmaal, which made Basu Chatterjee, and then you Tisi Kasam Bhattacharya. Their film be entertained at the same time also carried some message. Now we can't say that right now films are not coming message. A lot of films are coming. You have films like Wednesday. You have films like Pan Singh Tomar. You have film Iqbal, Maqbool, Sardari Begum. You have so many films which we have made. Bheja Fry, Vicky Donor, M.S. Ragini. You have so many films which have been made, a lot of messages, but they don't challenge the film which are making 100 crores, which are offering action, which are offering also. You can choose what they are offering. They are offering Munni Bai, they are offering Chikni Chameli, they are offering Chamak Challo or Sila Ki Jawani or Jalebi, or whatever you take it. And they are big hits, 100 crores. So what I would like to request my panelists today is that we should really delve a little bit how these film personalities who have such huge influence on the public in India can play a constructive role in raising issues which are relevant socially. But can they really make a social change? So can film be a catalyst for action to fight the evils of society? We see films, they get talked about, some even get rave reviews and awards and then forgotten. They don't disperse social change, but who is to blame? Hasn't society become insensitive, corrupt and callous beyond redemption? Even if films can't be agents of change, they can serve the society constructively by drawing attention, instigating discussion, debate, and hopefully encouraging viewers to initiate action, not a mean achievement by any standard. I still remember when I was in Chicago, when Nanditaji's film Babandar was shown, she got huge standing ovation. It was not fiction, based on real story. But those things are still happening 10 years. Just open the paper, you see how many rapes are taking place. So whether the films are really influencing the society, I'm not sure, but our panelists will tell. Thank you very much. I am grateful to all the panelists here, especially Chairman Muzaffer Ali Saab. Normally, for our panel discussions, IFI is notorious to begin on time and end on time. Each one of you have 13 minutes. Normally, our charming lady, one of them, puts yellow flower by your side when you are 12 minutes. That means you have got 1 more minute left. When you get red flower, means your time is up. But I don't want to be disrespectful, discourteous to you. Our panelists in the normal discussion don't mind, but I don't know about you. So all of you are free to take as much time you want, but then you will have to stay longer. If you're prepared for that, you take, otherwise you use your own self-discipline. And finish in time, I am told some of you have to go to big reception or big marriage tonight. So I, in absence here, convey my greeting to both Karina and Saif, whom I had met some years back. Thank you very much to you all for coming, and I hope you will have very enjoyable and very entertaining and thought-provoking evening. Thank you. Now over to Muzaffer Ali Saab, who is chairing this session.